Welcome back to 60 Plus Wellness Vibes, a space for reflection, connection, and healing. Today, we're going to touch on a topic that is deeply personal and often painfully silent. Intimacy after 60. Not medical tips, not unrealistic promises, but real conversations for real people like you and me. Let's begin with something honest. Sexual desire doesn't disappear after 60. It just changes form. So why do so many seniors, especially in the US, believe that physical intimacy is simply over? That the bedroom is no longer a place of closeness, but just a space to sleep? Let me tell you why. Because most of us were taught to believe this. Desire, ill performance. And when performance slows down, we assume desire is gone. But that's not true. It's not that you've lost your passion. It's that your body, and your heart are speaking a different language now. And no one taught us how to listen to it. In fact, a growing number of studies from the US, Canada, and across Europe show this. The need for touch, closeness, and sexual fulfillment doesn't shrink with age. It simply shifts. Instead of fireworks, we crave warmth. Instead of performance, we crave presence. Instead of pressure, we crave safety. But here's the painful truth. Many seniors feel too ashamed to talk about it. Too many couples sleep side by side for years with a quiet wall of emotional distance between them. They don't stop loving each other. They just stop believing that intimacy still belongs to them. And that silence, it's the real killer. Not aging, not low hormones, but the belief that it's too late to feel desired again. At 60 Plus Wellness Vibes, we believe something different. We believe you are still capable of connection, of intimacy, of deep, fulfilling closeness, emotionally and physically. But you have to meet yourself where you are now, not where you were at 30. In the next part, we'll dive into 3 powerful principles that can help reignite intimacy after 60, with no medication, no gimmicks, and no shame. And if you're single, widowed, or feeling completely disconnected, there's something in this for you too. Because desire doesn't die. It just waits to be spoken to in a new way. In the previous part, we talked about one crucial truth. Desire doesn't vanish. It just needs to be spoken in a new way. Now let's dive into 3 key principles that can help you reconnect with intimacy after 60. These aren't tricks. They're not clinical fixes. They are emotional truths that have helped thousands of older couples, from the US to Europe, feel close again. Principle number 1. Intimacy starts with emotional safety, not physical touch. One of the biggest reasons people withdraw from intimacy as they age is fear. Fear of disappointment, fear of not being enough, fear of failing their partner. What if I can't stay hard long enough? What if my body doesn't respond? What if they see me as weak or broken? These what-ifs build an invisible wall, and that wall often prevents any kind of closeness from even beginning. Remember this, no one can feel pleasure when they're stuck in fear. So the first step is not about jumping into bed. It's about creating a space where both of you feel safe, to be imperfect. That might look like a vulnerable conversation before bed, a longer handhold while watching a movie, a simple hug without any agenda. These are the quiet ways the body starts to open up again. When you feel safe, the tension melts away, and when fear leaves the room, desire finally has a chance to enter. Principle number 2. Your body isn't betraying you. It's just moving slower. Walk with it. Don't push it. As we get older, our bodies respond differently. That's normal. For men, erections may take longer or be less firm. For women, dryness or discomfort may increase. The changes are real, but they are not the end. What they mean is simple. It's time to shift the rhythm. We've been taught that sex should be fast, hard, passionate, like in the movies, but intimacy after 60 is more like jazz, slow, soulful, and deeply moving. Forget about trying to do it like we used to. Instead, lean into the new rhythm. Use conversation to lead into connection. Let touch linger, long enough for the body to remember. Share a gaze that says, "I still see you," without words. When you move at your current pace, not your past one, your body will respond in ways that surprise you. Principle number 3. It's not about technique, it's about feeling wanted. Here's something no one talks about, but we all feel deep down. At this age, what truly makes our heart beat faster isn't orgasm, it's being wanted. Do you remember the last time your partner touched you? Not because they needed to, but because they couldn't help it? Do you remember the last time someone made you feel desirable, not out of obligation, but genuine attraction? If it's been a long time, that's okay, because it's never too late to spark that feeling again. Sometimes it starts with the smallest gestures. A whispered, "You still make my heart race." A soft look that says, "You're beautiful, right now, as you are." A slow dance in the kitchen, for no reason at all. When someone feels wanted, they begin to soften. When someone feels seen, truly seen, their body begins to trust again. And when trust grows, the body often follows. Science backs this up. But more than that, your heart knows it's true. You see, we don't need to chase youth. We just need to understand the love we deserve at this stage of life. In the next part, we'll go into practical actions, real steps to bring emotional and physical connection back into your bedroom. No pressure, no shame, just human connection. And if you're currently alone or have been without touch for a long time, part 3 is especially for you. Don't miss it. Now, we've come to the most important part. If the last 2 parts were about awakening the feeling, this part is about turning that feeling into action, because many people realize they still long for closeness, but don't know where to begin. So, they do nothing. They wait. And each week of silence adds another brick to the wall. But today, we break that cycle, starting with 3 simple but powerful steps. No pills, no pressure, just real, heart-centered steps. Step 1. Don't wait for the feeling. Create it. Young love is impulsive. It sparks without effort. But for us, in our 60s and beyond, desire often needs preparation. Not because it's weak, but because it's deeper now. So how do we prepare the ground for intimacy to grow? Try this for the next 7 days. Leave a small note on your partner's pillow. Tonight, I don't need anything except one long hug. Invite your partner out to dinner, but say in advance, let's not talk about the kids or our health. Let's talk about us. As you pass each other in the hallway or kitchen, pause and gently touch their shoulder. No reason, just presence. These small acts of loving intention open doors. They remind the heart, you are still wanted. You are still worth slowing down for. And soon, the body follows. Step 2. Make the bedroom a safe zone. No judgment, no agenda. Many older couples in America have quietly drifted apart, not from lack of love, but from unspoken fear. They sleep in the same bed, but haven't truly touched in years. Or worse, they sleep in separate rooms, not because they want to, but because intimacy feels like a lost language. Here's the truth. You don't have to go back to how things were. You just have to make now feel safe. One simple way to start: once a week, turn off the TV, put down the phones, and just lie in bed together. No expectations. Just ask each other, what made you smile today? When did you feel loved this week? That's it. But do it with your full heart. And if you repeat it, something beautiful begins to grow. Emotional closeness that naturally leads to physical connection. Step 3. If you're alone, this is especially for you. Maybe you've lost a partner. Maybe you've been single for years. Maybe you've convinced yourself that this part of life is over. But let me tell you this. It doesn't have to be. Desire is not about having someone. It's about reclaiming your right to feel alive in your own body. You don't have to wait for someone else to awaken that. You can begin today. Book a monthly massage, not for luxury, but to remember what it feels like to be touched with care. Stretch gently each morning, not to get fit, but to feel your skin, your breath, your presence. Dress beautifully, yet even if you're staying home. Look in the mirror and say, this body still deserves love. Because when you treat yourself with that kind of kindness, you become magnetic. New energy arrives. New connections begin. And yes, love can find you again, even now. Did something in this video speak to you? If it did, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment below with this phrase: I thought my time was over, but I'm just beginning again. You'll be amazed how many others feel the same. And you'll see, we are not alone in this, not even close. Thank you for staying through this journey with 60+ wellness vibes. Today, we've touched a topic that the world often avoids, but your heart has been longing to talk about. If this video moved you, share it with a friend over 60 who might need this reminder. You are still capable of intimacy, of love, of real connection, without shame, without pretending. Because a full life after 60 isn't a fantasy. It's a choice. A choice to love, to feel, to begin again on your own terms.